There are millions of problems that negatively impact our planet, but there are very few that are as catastrophic as pollution from the fashion industry. Pollution from the fashion industry primarily comes from a business model called fast fashion, which is when brands quickly mass produce inexpensive, trendy clothing. The reason fast fashion is so damaging to our environment is because despite its extremely profitable business model, the production of these garments has led to overconsumption, inhumane working conditions, waste from discarded clothes, and toxic materials, and the fashion industry being the second leading industry for releasing carbon emissions. This is a major issue within our planet as climate change is happening, and it's happening fast with major ramifications. Earth on average has risen in temperatures by about 0.15 degrees Fahrenheit per decade since 1975, according to earth.org. It is also contributes to the waste and plastics that infiltrate our environment, as it is estimated that the fashion industry generates roughly 97 million tons of waste annually, and a huge portion of that comes from microplastics that are used to produce clothing. Oh my God, buzzer beater.
Economics affects the fashion industry through a multitude of factors, and it has turned into a lucrative business, yet one filled with morally negative practices that come at the cost of violating the environment and human rights. For starters, looking at the advance of manufacturing technology and the low input costs of creating garments being lowered, companies are able to pump out numerous garments of questionable quality to consumers around the globe and make their huge profits off of them. These companies, watch out for a mirror. These companies invest their money into a low risk, high reward practice through outsourcing, since they can spend the least amount on foreign workers and make the business profits, biggest profits due to the minimal workers' rights, as well as environmental protection against Asian and South American countries, in Asian and South American countries. In an industry with decently fair monopolistic competition, many companies will do whatever they can to get ahead of other bigger ones. So that comes down to cutting costs by sourcing from places without things like workers' unions and such, that's what they'll do. These profits are only possible through the existence of sweatshops that utilize underpaid employees, child labor, and unhealthy living conditions. Additionally, these factories produce an immense amount of carbon emissions that has led fashion to be the second leading polluting industry on the planet, only trailing the automotive industry.